Welcome to Sunfire Designs. Today I am going to be making an atomic flower and I'm going to be using my rose edge mold. I am using Art Pro resin. I mixed up 200 mils of Art Pro resin and I am using shades of blue this time. Surprise, surprise. I haven't made a blue flower in a minute, so figured it was about time. All right, so without further ado, I have right here, this is 50 mils, and it is Daler-Rowney Processed Cyan, and I used 5 drops. So we'll put that on the bottom. It's not quite as opaque as it seems. The bottle actually shows that it's supposed to be transparent, but it comes out a little opaque, but that's okay. I think it's still gonna work all right. It's not as opaque as you think. It's just because it's the depth of it, because it's not just a thin layer, it looks more opaque than it is. Okay, so now the rest of my stuff I've got. This is my mica powder. It's 20 mils of resin with about ½ a spoon of this silver mica powder. I'll put it in the description so that you can see. This is 25 mils, and it is Daler-Rowney Indigo, and I used 6 drops of that. It's really dark, which is good. That's what I wanted. And then in here, this is 40 mils of resin with 2 drops of Let's Resin Ocean White. The rest of it is for push. And then I have some stones here. I am using some black stones. They're just black glass stones. And then I'm also using these micro beads, which I got at Michael's. They're blue multi, so there's darker ones and lighter ones, and some of them are kind of purpley. And then I also have these micro beads. Here, this is multicolored micro beads. I'm not sure exactly what the colors are, but there's a blue. This is a super light blue. It's kind of the darker blue. And then I used a little bit of the silver. You just got to be careful when using micro beads that you don't use too many, or that you use it with something else, because they can spread, and then you don't want that. So I have it mixed in here with some other stuff. All right, so now I'm going to do my indigo. Super excited to see this blue flower. I love me some blue. And I'm doing it with light on the bottom and then dark for my little puddles, because I think that gives good contrast. I have done, I think the first couple I did dark on the bottom and then lighter puddles. But to me, this seems kind of more, I don't know. Yeah, to me, I like the way it looks. So, I mean, you can do it either way, obviously. But I think it looks kind of cool like this. Plus, then it's easier to see where you're pouring stuff. I know when I had like black, and then I poured like dark purple as a color, it was really hard to see the dark purple and make sure that I'd actually was pouring it in the right location. So this is a lot easier, because they definitely stand out. And let me tell you, this 20 mils goes super fast. Just going to go back and add a little bit to some of these. It makes it look dull when you pour it in something that's opaque-ish, like the blue. It makes the black look dull, but it's just because it sank to the bottom. Almost done. I do like a light with a dark on most things I pour, just because that also, it just gives you contrast, and contrast is good. Okay. Now I'm going to do the silver. So that was 25 mils of indigo, and this is 20 of the silver. And if for some reason I get to a point where I feel like I have too much of it, I'll just stop pouring. I don't want to overwhelm it. I can usually tell by eyeballing it if it's going to take over or not. Once you've been doing it for a while, you can kind of figure that out. I will tell you, I do a lot better than I used to. I used to be very like, follow the recipe, exactly, same products, same everything. And, you know, everything had to be identical. I really struggled to kind of adjust what I was using and what I had available to what I was trying to accomplish. And I know that's really hard. And if you're not there yet, that's totally okay. You will get there. It just takes a lot of practice. And then, you know, some failures. You gotta have failures to have successes. So you will get there, I promise. It just takes some practice. I never thought I would get here. I'm really proud of what I've accomplished. But I think everybody should be proud of what they accomplish. As long as you're learning and growing, what more can you ask for? Okay, almost done here. I feel like there was a lot more silver than I thought. Okay, now time for the white. Gonna make my, excuse me, my ellipses. Guess that's what you'd call them. I will say this is one of my favorite pours. I feel like of all the pours I've created, this is my favorite, and it has the most unique results out of all of them. Yeah, of course, sometimes it looks the same, but I think it just has such nice puffy petals in the middle, and it just is so unique, I think. I mean, I could be full of myself, I don't know, but it makes me happy, and that's, you know, at the end of the day, that's what matters, is if you're happy. I'm full of sage wisdom tonight, apparently. I'm ready for summer, guys. I am so ready for summer. All right. We'll do our clear push, then our stones, and then it'll be off to bed for me. Okay. This closes up fairly quickly because it is so deep. It just kind of doesn't have a long way to go. I really love the shape of this mold, how it's more like bowl shaped because I made it in the, you know, dog food bowl, which you never thought I would see myself doing that. But I really like the bowl shape of it. I think it looks really good. All right, there we go. Pop in there. Okay, so that should close up here in just a second. I'm probably not going to do a time lapse because by the time I turn this off, stop talking, whatever, it's going to be closed. So I will just leave it like this. I think it looks really cool already. You can see the dark blue coming up and then the silver and like these streaks. I think it looks really good. So fingers crossed that it turns out awesome, and I will see you in the morning when it's time to unmold, and hopefully we'll have a beauty. I'll see you then. Bye. Okay, good morning. It's time to see what we've got. So pretty on this side already. I just love it. You can see this silver. All right, here we go. Beautiful. Beautiful. Oh, I like how the silver is in like streaks here, and like in between there are spots of not so much silver. And then you got the puffy in the middle. I don't know if you can see the little micro beads it mixed in there. Probably would have done the center a little smaller, but I love it. I love it. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. Thanks so much for being here. I'll see you next time. Bye.